YouTube, what's going on? Avenged Sevenfold's back. Buried alive. It's been a couple of weeks. We did. I don't know why I always say how long it's been, because it's always been roughly a couple of weeks. Especially when I barely upload anymore. My apologies. I'm back. Stuff's been going on. Buried Alive is another Avenged Sevenfold song. This one has come up a lot since I started doing Avenged Sevenfold, but as well, now that we do more and more songs that haven't been this one, the pool of songs that get regularly suggested is sort of narrowed down. This one, all the time. People really want to see Buried Alive, so I'm here, I'm doing it. A good friend of the channel, Josh, also said that this was a great one, just joshing on YouTube. So this was a great one. I asked him for some. He's a big Avenged Sevenfold fan. I asked him for suggestions, and this was one of the ones he said check out. Can't remember why. He gave me a reason for all of them, a little synopsis or whatever. Said this one's good because it has a good solo. Maybe that's why he said this one. I don't remember. I can't check the messages because I've already hit record on my phone, so I've got no way to check the messages. Let's pretend there isn't a laptop in front of me. Buried Alive. Let's check it out. What else do we need to say? Not much. The little bio said it's M Shadow's favourite song, and that's all the little bio said. Backcountry last. I got Fear and Loathing, just in case anyone was wondering. I said I was gonna. I did that. I read that it was based on this book, the video, or those references in there, and this talks about the backcountry. People were like, "Oh, you should check that out. It's a pretty wild and wacky book, and you probably like it." I'm only about 30 pages in, so come back to me in a couple of weeks. Hopefully, it won't take too long to get through it because I've got someone waiting to borrow it. It's good though. I like it. We'll come back to me in a couple of weeks. I'll do mini book review for anyone who cares, which is about one person. Okay, but I got it in case anyone was wondering. Right, let's kick it. Buried Alive. Ooh, let's see what this has to offer. A bit of a subtle start for the high energy I went in with.
Time just to listen when the voice is screaming I'm much too loud. Take a look in the distance, try and see it all. Chances are that you might find that we share a common discomfort now. I feel I'm walking a fine line, tell me only if it's real.
The little cut bag straight out of Lucas Moura's pocket. Dude, are we okay? Are we in the room? What was I saying? My brain just shut off for a second. I don't know what I'm saying. What was I saying? I mean, this is maybe one of my favourites so far. This has the potential. I mean, we're a third of the way through, and I feel like with the type of composition so far and the style of the song, I feel like it's gonna go somewhere a little bit. It's gonna go somewhere a little bit. So we'll see where it goes. But this is like probably one of my favourites so far. This was standout to me. I love it's a little bit subtle, and it kind of reminded me a little bit. It reminded me of a lot of things I couldn't quite put my finger on, but like a sound that I liked. But the intro reminded me a little bit of Fade to Black, or a little bit of something like Good Morning Black Friday. I know people don't like me comparing those two. But I can't think of any others right now, so that's what it's going to be. And then I liked the sort of pseudo orchestra, like the violin sounds, I think was that in there. I'm a Philistine and can never tell the difference between a violin and a cello when I'm listening to it on a track like this. But whatever it was very nice. And then it sort of kicked in and picked up with the chorus, and then it went back to this. Rockabye Baby, Don't You Cry. Now hush, let's go.
I walked the fields through the fire, taking steps until I found solid ground. Followed dreams reaching higher, couldn't survive the fall. Much has changed since the last time, and I feel a little less certain now. You know I jumped at the first sign, tell me only if it's real. My name and it seems I've been buried alive.
Okay. The Metallica song all of a sudden.
Take it down now, burn it all out, throw you all around, get your hands off me. What's it feel like? Took the wrong route, watch it fall apart, now you're knocking out the wrong way. For you to pay the toll, a price for you alone, the only deal you'll find, I'll gladly take your soul. While it seems sick, sober up quick, psycho lunatic, crushing you with hands off faith. Seem to find out when it's too late, but you're all the same, trapped inside and fired out away. Evil thoughts can hide, I'll help release the mind, I'll peel away the skin, release the dark within.
Oh, dude, another one.
This is now your life. Strike you from the light. This is now
Okay. It's up there. It's up there for sure. It's up there. Where do we go? Okay. It's up there, dude. It went somewhere. I'll say that much. Yeah, I like it. It was. I could definitely hear, that at the end of it when it switched up, that riff, especially at the end there, was very. I could hear Metallica inspiration, and maybe that's. I don't know. That's just what I'm picking up. Maybe they weren't inspired by them at all. But that's what I heard, and I liked it. It was. That felt a little bit like the earlier bits felt like I said, what I was talking about, it was like a sound. I feel like I'd heard something similar before and liked, and it was like a familiar, like it was nice. But then it was with their flair, their style. They've quite a specific tone with the guitars, and obviously Showers has quite a recognizable voice, and their whole, like, they have a shtick, that sort of, you can tell when a song is an Avenged Sevenfold song, right? And this one was definitely no different. But yeah. So, and then towards the end, it kind of it was like towards the end, it felt like a little bit different from the other Avenged Sevenfold stuff we've done. It felt like it was, I don't know, they never seemed afraid to kind of not just try new things, but just do what is required of the song, or take the song wherever they want it to go. And obviously some of that is just depending on writing process. They might have had that riff at the end before they had anything else. I have no idea. But just I feel like the song went in quite a good direction, and it kind of was there, and then it came up and then it came back down, and then the composition, and then like the way that, like, if you listen to that final section, the riff and stuff, and compare it to the intro where it had it was a bit more stripped back, a bit more subtle, and then they had like the violins and stuff, you wouldn't necessarily put those two together, but then they did in the song, and it wasn't abrasive at all. It worked the way it progressed, and they sort of worked the way through the story. As far as the lyrics go, this is one of them. They're very imagery heavy, and I think with some music like this, a lot of it is like, hey, just interpret it how you want to interpret it. Everyone likes the music, different people have different interpretations, but you all like the song, and that's that's fine. I was getting like a mental health thing, like a depression. There's bits about take time to listen when the voices are screaming too loud, which is kind of similar to we did Culling Voices the other day, which is talking about a similar-ish thing, although that's not quite what I equated it to. We share a common discomfort, walking a fine line, but then it was the chorus a bit. I can't live in here another day. Darkness has kept the light concealed. So almost like in here, to me, when I was listening to it, the imagery I was getting was like trapped inside of your own mind. Anyone who's been there will know that it is often what it's like. It is literally like a cloud around your brain. Like everything just becomes dark inside your head, and you can't get out of that. And that was kind of what I got from that imagery. Grim as ever, hold on to faith as they dig another grave. I don't know what the fuck the mice enjoy the wheel means. Oh, running mice, like running around. I didn't think that. Here you go, the lyric is referring to a mouse wheel. When he said, well, the mouse enjoy the wheel, the image for that I had in my head was a mouse at the wheel, driving a car. So that's why I was like, yeah, I'm with you, entrapped inside your darkness. Why is a mouse driving a car? What's a mouse doing at the wheel? We call that the Manchester United manager. Because he looks a little bit like, he doesn't really look like a mouse actually, but he's got like a baby face, and everyone says, oh, he's at the wheel, but they're doing his shit. Seems like I've been buried alive, buried emotionally. That's kind of what I got. The whole thing I think is one of those where you could sort of take it and then use that imagery, apply it to what I'm talking about. But I also could be completely wrong, as I have been sometimes in the past. And that's life, you win some, you lose some. Unless you are Josh, in which case his teams just win everything all the goddamn time. I really hope the Nats absolutely bollock the Cards. Anyway, thanks for watching. I don't mean it, that's rude. I hope everyone enjoyed, and I'll see everyone in the next video, which could be anything. You never know what you're going to get with the Yetiness YouTube channel. What's that famous quote? Life is like the Yetiness YouTube channel. You could get friggin' anything, brother. I'll see you next time. Peace.